Hello everyone, this is me Martin, and today I'm gonna introduce a few functions of JavaScript that's somewhat easy to understand. Before introducing the functions, we must first understand variables. Variables are part of the script that can store a value. The value can almost be anything: a number, a string, or an array. Variables can be constant or they can change during execution. For this video, the variables we're gonna declare are gonna be constant. Now that we briefly understand variables, let's start with an easy function, console.log. Console.log is a function that can print out a string, a variable, or a combination of both to the terminal. To print out a message to the terminal, we shall put our message into quotes because it's a string. For a variable, we can leave it as is. To print both, we shall separate them using commas. Now let's open VS Code and write the script. To print out the message, let's write console.log, and inside the parentheses, write the message within quotes because again, it's a string. Let's run this script within Node.js inside the VS Code's built-in terminal. And as you can see, it printed out the message we gave. For the variable, we must declare it before using it. Let's name the variable first name, and let's give a value Josh. In console.log, inside the parentheses, we write the variable's name, which is first name. Like so, it should print out the variable's value, Josh. And it does. Our next function is if. It's a function that will execute the code within the braces if a given argument inside the parentheses is true. Let's apply context to it to make it a little more interesting. I'm gonna bring one of Bluey's episode, The Sign, more specifically a small scene when the police stops the Hiller family to tell that the child on the front seat is not allowed. Upon a small Google search, it turns out that in Australia, a child above the age of 4 is allowed to have a seat at the front only if the back seats are filled up. Then, the police asks Bluey if she's over 4, and she answers with a yes, since in the third season, Bluey is 7 years old. Now this part can be applied in JavaScript, so let's give a variable named Bluey's age, with the value of 7 without quotes, since numbers are actual values. In the parentheses, let's give an argument that her age is over or equal to 4. Within the braces, we can write any other function to be executed. For now, let's print the message to the console. By running it, we can see that the message is printed out, which means that the argument, which is Bluey's age is greater or equal than 4, is true. But what if it's not true? What if Bluey's age is not over 4? This is when another function, else, comes in handy. The function else will only be executed if the argument in the if function is false. So let's extend our if function with else. So if she is not over 4, it will print out another message. And now let's change the variable to be 3, for example. And it prints the other message. At last, the combination of the two, the else if function. This function is similar to the if function, but executes only if the argument in the previous if is false. Similarly, in the if function, it also has another argument, which can be either true or false. Let's implement it. If Bluey is over 18, print out one message. Else, if Bluey is under 4, print a different message. Or else, print another different message. Let's check with different ages. Above 18, it should say that she's over 18, which it does. If she's not over 18, but under 4, it says she's under 4. And finally, if she's not over 18, nor under 4, she's in range. Remember, this is just a small part of capabilities we can do in JavaScript. We haven't talked about changing an HTML document's content or its tag contents, in which we have to create our own function. Thank you for watching.